the gorgeous people of the gorgeous galaxy. It's Gorgina Gorge, and we back with another video. Gang, gang, gangity, gang, gang, gangity, gang, 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 gangity, gang, 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 gang. It is 2023, and we got a really good video coming. So make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment down below. If you don't know what to comment, it's 2023. Same deal, same appeal. Tell me I'm gorgeous, cause duh. So it's Friday, and you know what that means. We're going to tell a story on Friday for story time with Gina. She's going to open a book and read, give you everything you need for story time. Hey, for story time, yay, with Gina. So look, I'm going to be real before anyone gets too excited. I can't promise too many stories for 2023. I've been like doing nothing but being a mom for real, and just my life be so dry. Like, I might be able to pull out a couple of little things. We'll see. But every Friday will not be a story time Friday, but some Fridays will be story time Fridays. So you just gotta like subscribe, join the ride, and see what's finna be happening, because I can't make no promises. I don't really like to make promises. They too like permanent. Like, I don't like to lie or break my word, so I'd rather not make a promise, because if it don't happen, I'm gonna get beat up, which I don't even think I said in the intro. Hey, if you don't like this video, you don't subscribe to my channel, you don't join the game, you'll get beat up. You don't want to get beat up? You know the rest. Look, I'm trying to remember my intro and stuff, because it's been a minute, even though I just recorded a video not too long ago. But, you know, we still getting back into the vibes, the vibes, all that good stuff. So, yes, today is a story time. Now, it's not y'all usual crazy story times, you know, but it is a story. It's something that happened to me last year. I wanted to make a video about this, but I didn't know when or how or why I should. But, how are we going to put this? You probably already seen the title, and you might be concerned for me. And thank you if you clicked on the video out of concern for poor Gina. Thank you. So I will premise the video by saying I'm good. I'm great. Like, it's definitely in the past. This was a couple of months ago, which is also why I waited to tell the story, because I didn't want to be too fresh in my mind. Because even President's today, I'm still recovering from what happened to me. So, yeah, I just, wanted to know I can tell the story without being on camera crying and boo-hooing and hurt. I might end up crying too, though, because you never know with Gina. She just be emotional. So anyway, we going to get into the story and let y'all know what it's about, because I feel like I'm talking so much and being so vague that y'all really over there like wondering what happened to me. So I'm gonna tell y'all what happened to me. So let's go back in the past. This is October, literally the first day of October, but let's go a little further back. So my niece's first birthday was soon approaching, and she was having a party planned. I work a lot, and most things are on weekends, so I usually miss out, and I don't like missing out on moments, especially when my kids is gonna be there. I like to be around for my kids and share moments with my kids. So I already was like, I'm gonna take off for this, because she gave me enough time. Because that's another thing, a lot of people be inviting you to stuff last minute, like you don't got jobs, like you just call out from work. No, baby, you gotta give me enough time, and then I'll be there. One thing about me, if you let me know, I'll do my best to be there. Like, one thing about my job, it's not hard to call off. It's not. It's hard to like take a day off. It's not. So just let me know. Gina will be there. So once I had enough time to know about the party, I already took off. I'm ready to take my kids to Chuck E. Cheese for this little birthday party, right? Right. So it's October 1st, very first day of the month. I'm feeling good. Oh, very important detail. I'm driving now. So I got my car in August, and I'm going to be real with y'all. I learned how to drive this year. I did. Well, I've been learning like over the past like maybe like 2.5 years, but this year, well, last year, 2022, is when I really got comfortable behind the wheel and I was actually driving. I was started by just driving myself to work every day, driving home some days. And once I got my own car, I've been driving. Like, you kind of like put myself out there, force myself to get comfortable on the road, all that good stuff. So, my partner, he drives as well. And, he offered, like, could he drive? And I'm feeling confident, and it kind of sucks because when now I don't have this same confidence about driving. Now I'm back to my passenger princess lifestyle. Like, if I'm not driving to work or somewhere like close to my house, I really am scared to drive. But once again, we'll get into that later. But right now I'm still confident. Like, I feel like I've been doing good. I want to get more practice. Sure, I'll drive. You drive your car, I drive my car. So I drove my car. Safe trip to the Chuck E. Cheese, right? Cool. So we at the Chuck E. Cheese. Kids is running around. I dang near lost my daughter. Like, this is the crazy thing. One thing about God, it's like he drops these signs and things will happen in your day that you don't realize why it happened until afterwards. Like, so I get to Chuck E. Cheese. I don't even remember what I was doing at the moment. Oh, I was trying to help my boyfriend's sister with something. Like, I was talking to one of the ladies. Because she was arriving late, so I was trying to make sure things was good enough for her daughter to have a good birthday, right? That's just the type of girl I am. I'm gonna make sure stuff is good. I'm a Virgo. We take care of things. So I'm trying to take care of things. Meanwhile, the kids is running around. That's normal. That's what they do in Chuck E. Cheese. Y'all know I got 3 kids. I'm assuming they'll be together and all that. But my middle child, my oldest daughter, Mila Amore, she be doing what she want to do. She be in her own bubble. She don't really like to listen. I know these things about my daughter. So she probably was with my older son, who was like her best friend, but somehow they got separated. Which is when I'm looking for all of them. I see my older son, my youngest daughter with her daddy. I'm like, where's Mila? I'm looking around, y'all. I don't see her anywhere. Like, and I have anxiety. I have very bad anxiety. So I start to panic. I'm crying. I cannot breathe. Like, this is not a joke. I'm like, where's my daughter? I'm running around telling people. Cause we had on matching outfits today. So I'm telling her, like, she got on the same clothes as me. She's just smaller. Like, where's my daughter? Like, she look like this. Her hair was like this. She got on these shoes. I'm panicking. Panic mode. Like, my biggest fear in life, God, please, I knock on wood. This wall is not wood, but still, my biggest fear in life is to lose any of my children. There is nothing on this planet that I care and love about more than my children. They mean so much to me. Everything I do, even this channel included, is for them. Like, they're my everything. So the little slightest thing, even if I'm in a grocery store, I turn the aisle, I look, and I cannot see my child, heart drop. Like, where you at? Like, it's very serious to me when it comes to my kids. Like, I'm that mom. Like, I love my kids more than anything. It's not a joke. It's not a cap. It's never for the internet. Like, I love them little kids. I love them. They's me. They my miniature versions of me. Like, as much as I love myself, of course I love my kids, right? So I had that miniature panic attack, which once again I feel like was a premonition to what would sooner or later happen in the evening. So yeah, the day's all cool. My partner's brother's wife, she was there with her children. She does not drive. She does not have a car. And I was this girl not too long ago. One thing about me, I never forget where I came from. So we're leaving, and she was about to take an Uber. Mind y'all, I ain't gonna lie. She don't live that far. Her Uber probably was maybe like $5, $8. I don't even know, but I don't care. I'm such a Virgo. I'm such a caring person. I'm such a, like, I like to make sure people is good. Like, that's just me. It's in my nature. Especially if it's something that I've been through and I relate to. I'm going to make sure you good because I know what it feel like I know what it felt like. She was by herself, by the way, with her 2 children, and she's pregnant. So I've been there. I know how it feels having to take Ubers and get all your kids in these places, car seats, and I know that struggle. I would never voluntarily watch someone else go through that struggle. So I did volunteer to take her home. Mind y'all, it was drizzling early in the day, but now it was straight up kind of like raining. And y'all know we get dark early, so we left maybe about, I don't know the exact time, maybe about 6-ish. Cause this was still October, so it ain't really hit the true like daylight saving yet, but it was still getting dark earlier. So at like 6 o'clock, as we leaving, you see the sky getting darker. So once again, I'm confident in my ability to drive. I am not a bad driver. I don't want it to be assumed that I'm a bad driver based on what happens later on in this story. I am not a bad driver. Just a bad thing happened to me while I was a new driver, right? So anyway, I offered to take her home, get her kids in the car. I take my daughter Mila with me, the same daughter that I lost earlier. So, cause that's my road dog. You know me and Mila, like, she's me. Like, she's literally like the little version of me. Like, personality, looks. I always dress her like me. Like, that's my twin. That's my girl. That's my bestie. So, she's with mommy. And, we're riding home. We're just talking, catching up. And I ain't gonna lie, another thing for me that helps me drive is music. Like, my music really helped me focus and, like, I don't know. Something about music helps me drive. I did not have music on because a couple of things. I really don't like listening to music with other people because I don't know you want to hear what I want to listen to. Like, I just like listen to the same couple of things. I don't know you want to hear that. Like, you want to hear Nicki Minaj and NBA YoungBoy? I don't know. Like, I don't be knowing what other people want to hear. I don't know. So, and also sometimes I feel like that's rude too. I don't want to be that person blasting music in the car with someone else there. Like, maybe we can talk. So we was talking because I haven't seen her in a minute. Did I tell you I was pregnant this time too? Yeah, I was pregnant myself. So we're both pregnant, just talking about our pregnancies, catching up on life, just normal girl things. Like, she's a really cool girl. I like her a lot. She reminds me so much of myself. Her oldest son, she had when she was younger, to not the right person, found someone that's a better person, started over, all that. Very similar to my story. So, and she's younger than me. I think she's about 21, 22. I'm 24. Like, it really gives little sister energy. Like, I really care about this person a lot. So, we just catching up, good little sisterly bonding. Because technically we sisters, like, our partners, our brothers, so that makes us sisters. Duh. So, yeah, everything's all cool. So, here's the crazy part. We only like less than 5 minutes away from her house, right? And that's when everything just went left. Like, I'm making a turn, and unfortunately there was a careless driver who, I don't know, maybe thought they could make the light. I don't really know what's going on this side. Like, I'm not in their car. I'm in my car. My car, the light was signaling for me to, turn. Oh, and another thing, my boyfriend is so great because, it is a known fact I am a new driver. So whenever we do drive somewhere together, he usually leads the way and I just follow. So, yeah, just adding that so when, details make sense later. So I wasn't alone, for real. So, but as I'm turning my car, unfortunately, this careless driver crashes into my car. Now, don't call me crazy. I mean, I am crazy, but don't call me crazy. I already know, so you don't gotta tell me. But I have a lot of nightmares about car crashes. I've always had nightmares about car crashes before I was driving, which is the reason I was so timid to ever learn how to drive, because I never felt like I could do it. Like, in my dreams, I was always a driver, and somehow, some way, a lot of my dreams end with me being in a car accident. Yes, that is a true story. I'm not making that up. It, once again, very traumatic. It prevented me from wanting to learn how to drive a lot. Even when I would drive, I felt so self-conscious because I have a fear of getting in an accident. Lo and behold, I get into an accident. So, how do I even describe what a car accident feels like? Like, the gas that comes from the airbag is very suffocating. And especially being pregnant, the smell, I just feel like it was probably just more modified. You just feel stuck, you feel tight. I had my seatbelt on, so it's like I couldn't get my seatbelt on, like, and I'm not gonna lie, so the other girl, her 2 kids, and my daughter were in the car, but honestly, all I could think about was Mila, because her kids were crying. My daughter wasn't making a sound. Like, Mila is she's Aquarius. She's very kind of like a little off with her emotions. Like, she hard to read often, so I'm not surprised she was so calm and quiet, but I don't know at that moment why my daughter is quiet. I just don't hear her. I hear 2 other babies crying, and I can't hear my daughter. That's all that's on my mind. I cannot breathe. I kind of sit up close to my wheel, because I don't know why I sit so close to my wheel, y'all. It's just more comfortable for me, for real. And I got these long arms, but for some reason being up close is comfortable for me. I don't know. But anyway, I'm just feel tight and cramped. The airbag is dead. This carbon dioxide, whatever that stuff is in the air. Like, I cannot breathe. I'm scared. I cannot hear my daughter. I didn't even give Shawty a nickname. I don't really want to give no nickname because it's not no secret or anything. But I usually just give nicknames because I don't like to put people's names in my videos without permission. So we're going to call her Wifey because she a wife. Per girl. Oh, my hand. Per girl. She a wife. So Wifey is in there with me. And she's trying to get conscious. Honestly, I didn't realize what happened until Wifey even kind of like kind of said something to me. Like, my mind really just kind of like went blank. Like, I can't really explain, but you know, when I look over and see her, she's crying. I already know she's going through her own traumas and stuff. Like I said, we're both pregnant fairly early on for both of us, but that's the most fragile time in a pregnancy. Like, it's just so much on my mind going on right now in this short amount of time. But my car door, no, her car door, one of the car doors can open. I think because they hit me on my passenger side, so I'm assuming it was her door. So, like, she couldn't even get the door open, so we had to get through my door or something. I don't remember, but we get out. I get to Mila. I hold her so freaking tight, y'all, because, like, this is the second time in one day I felt like I almost lost my daughter, and I just can't lose her. I wouldn't know how to cope with that. I want to be taken before my children any time of day. And even right now, I wouldn't want them to grow up without me. I just wouldn't. But I don't know. It was just, anyway. So I guess one thing about my boyfriend Ozo, when I am followed by him, he always like is overwatching me. It's very giving. Dad is giving. Oh, let me make sure my baby's okay. Like, it's a little annoying, but I have to be appreciative of it, because at least, you know, it's someone that care. Like, a lot of people don't care. They just throw you out there and be like, all right, you good, you're on your own. No, it's not giving that with him. So I'm assuming as soon as he already seen, because I'm telling you, like, he be watching me. Like, he'll sometimes call and be like, hey, you wasn't supposed to turn that way. You wasn't supposed to da-da-da-da. You're in the wrong lane. You too over to the line. Like, just so annoying. But, you know, I know he was watching me. So I know he's probably seen the accident for his own self through his rearview mirror. Because he went parked his car and he's running across the street. And, you know, just a concerned partner, you know, and we called the police and all that. The fire department's there, homeboys there. Hey, y'all, when I tell y'all I seen this dude and like, you ever just see something about him just throw you off? Like, he very much was just giving to me. He don't care. Like, and he honestly was even admitting that he was going above the speed limit and stuff. Like, he is just, it just irks my skin, because there's really people out here that don't care about nobody else's life. Like, God forbid if something was to happen to anyone in that vehicle, this man was not going to have no remorse. Like, that's what he was giving me. It just was irritating me having to listen to him talk. Like, I'm just already upset. There's so much is going on. Like, it's, ooh, the ghetto. So, yeah, we talked to police, explained what happened, blase, ambulance here, talking to them. And, you know, it's really annoying how people explaining the same story over and over and over again. Like, especially as soon as it happened, because, like I said, like, my mind is everywhere, so I can't even focus. Like, I'm really just, like, out of it. Like, just, like, it was not a fun experience at all. But Yeah, in the ambulance. My daughter's in the ambulance, and my little daughter was just so positive and strong the whole time. Like, you would think that she was not in a car accident. She was just so happy, very like willing with the, mm, very willing with the doctors and stuff, playing along with them. Just that kind of made me feel better because honestly, it's just good to know she okay. Because at that moment, mommy was not okay. Like, my hand is burning. Like, my hand, like, I don't know, you really still kind of see like the darkness. Like, this whole part of my hand burned off. Had cuts on my leg, my arm, like, back is hurt. I'm pregnant. I'm also wondering, concerned if my baby's okay. I believe I was about maybe 3 months pregnant at this time, I would say. So I'm just finishing up with the first trimester during this moment. I didn't even know what I was having at the time. You know, in my mind, I knew it was a boy, but I didn't really know. And I ain't gonna hold you. I'm sitting like, oh my God, if I lose this boy's son, he's gonna hate me forever. Like, this is a lot on my mind at this time. Like, that's really just how my brain works. I just be thinking about everything. Like, I'm just thinking. So, yeah, I go to the hospital. Me and my daughter be together. And honestly, it was kind of cool to share this moment with her. It's not the most positive thing in the world, but, you know, we matching and, like, it just goes to show me that she always with me. Like, that's really my other half. And I don't got no best friend, but she's that. Like, I cannot express it. I just feel like anyone that knows me knows how close I am with my daughter. And just, like, I don't know. It's my daughter means much. I love all my kids, of course. But something about your first daughter is just a different bond, a different relationship, a different feeling. I'll keep you open and honest and admit that. She's very special to me. Like, she's my first girl. Like, my son, he my first son. So when I have my other son, it's like, been there, done that. I'm just kidding. I love all my kids equally, of course. But, you know. Yeah, so, you know, go to the hospital, everything good. My baby's good. My other baby, Mila, she good. So I'm good. Not really. Oh, bro, man. My ass was limp. Like, my leg was really tore up. Like, and I don't even know what happened to my leg. The car hit on the passenger side. I'm in the driver's seat. I don't know if, like, that gas or something burned me. Because, like, my skin really had burn marks on it. I wish I took pictures, but I did not. But yeah, I was pretty banged up to a certain extent. And my leg was hurting so much, I'm honestly limping. When I get to the hospital, they had to push me around in a wheelchair. Like, this is not a joke. I was really hurt. So, but nothing major happened. All minor bruises and things. So, yeah, we get cleared from the hospital. We go home. And here we are. It's January 3rd. Whole full 3 months have passed since this accident, and I still don't feel the same. I'm kind of thankful in a way for the accident because I'm more alert as a driver. I've been alert, but now I'm like hyper alert. Like, now I really am on. I don't want to be in an accident because now I know what it feel like. I know the fear of it. I'm still pregnant. I cannot lose my child. Like, driving is so scary for me now. And I hate that I have to go through this because I was so excited to finally drive. I was so excited to have my car. Like, and then that's another thing. I lost my baby. Like, that was my first car. She was completely totaled. Rest in peace, Hennessy. Had to tell her goodbye. Aww. That good stuff. Like, she didn't even last that long. I got her for my birthday. Like, that was my birthday gift to myself. I got myself a car. And I was so proud to say, yes, I have a car. A lot of people, I probably believe, like, didn't think it would ever happen to me. Like, I have so many friends and people in my life that would kind of make fun and throw shots at the fact that I can't drive. Wonder how I got to certain places. It's so shady, so down-putting. Everybody know I can't drive. Never had no one step up and want to teach me before my boyfriend. And I've talked to many guys that can drive. Most of my friends can drive. Like, I even had people say, I would teach you, but it never happened. Like, people just be talking. So I was proud that without anybody, I accomplished this. And I felt so embarrassed that I fucked up. I never. This is my first time even sharing that I was in an accident. Only a couple of my friends know about it because it just came up in passing. But this is not something I've ever been open about because honestly, I feel embarrassed. I feel like that it was expected. I feel like someone was preying on my downfall. Like someone seen me doing good and they was hating so hard. They talked to the devil and was like, let that girl Gina get in an accident. She thinks she finally doing something she could drive, or she thinks she better than na 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 na. She thinks she don't na 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 na. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a woman of faith. Like, I really believe in these things. I just think everything happens for a reason, and that's why even I'm less open about sharing positive things in my life now. Because unfortunately, most of the people that are watching you hate you. It's just facts. Even the ones that come across like they care, they pretending to care so they have information to use to tear you down. Like that's just how people are. It's so sick the world we live in. I've really found a lot of peace in being private and enjoying my happiness to myself. Because I've been having a lot of great things happen to me since this accident to now. And I will continue to have great things happen to me. But it's all for me. Me. Nobody else. So, yeah. I almost cried about 4 times in this video, but guess what? Dry. I ain't let it happen. I tried to make a long story short, even though I guess it's not a super long story. I guess I made it longer because I could have just been like, hey, yo, I left Chuck E. Cheese and got in a car accident. But that's dry. Who wants to watch and listen to that? Nobody. So yeah, that's the end of the story. Like I said, I still suffer from PTSD from what happened to me. I finished my physical therapy not too long ago, and I'm just trying to move forward in my life. I'm trying to get more comfortable back driving again. But I promise y'all, it's really hard. I don't know if anyone else ever been in a car accident and share similar reservations that I have. You could share with me. You feel open enough to talk about it. Maybe we can help each other. But for me, like that is 10 out of 10. Don't recommend car accidents. I don't. But I thank God that I'm good. My daughter good. My son good. I'm so happy with everything. Wifey and her baby, she's having a good girl. Congratulations if you come across this video. They're all good. Both her children are good. I'm so thankful that all of us. This little girl been coming in this room like so many times. Come here. She be so nosy. Come here. Hey, girly. So, yeah, she looking a little crazy. Say, tell them to mind their business. What is funny? Bye. You being crazy. I was gonna let you close my video out, but you're crazy. So, yes, above all else, stay gorgeous.